Hi, in this video we'll talk about shape of distribution of data. So there are two shapes that we can see, symmetrical and asymmetrical, based on the data. So we will also study about the skewness of the data and what is the relationship between mean, median and mode based on the skewness of the data or distribution of the data. So here in this video, if you see, we have taken one example where we see frequency and some dollar value associated with the frequency. Maybe the price won by a student. So one person gets 500, two people have won 1000 rupees, three people have won like 1500 rupees. So this is the distribution of data that is available with us. Now what we'll do, we'll plot these points on the graph. So on the x-axis we have the value and on the y-axis we have taken the frequency. So if you see the first value corresponds to 500, so we are representing it like 500 divided by 1000, like, so that is the scale we have chosen here. So here if you see the first value corresponds to, with this to new scale, as 0.5. So these are the data points that we get, and if we join the lines, what we will see something like, yeah, so we see there's a perfect symmetry in the data. So whenever the data distribution is symmetrical, there are few things that we can understand about the data. So what happens when the data is like completely symmetrical? What we will come to know is like mean of this data would be equal to the median and would be equal to mode. So mean, median and mode for symmetrical data are equal. So here if we see, if we do the sum, like 1 into 500 plus 2 into 1000 plus 3 into, so if we do the sum of all these values, what we will get? We will get a total of 32,000. So our mean would become 32,000 divided by the sum of these values. Yeah. So this is 16. So we will get this as 2000. So our mean is 2000 in this case. Now, what is mode? So based on the frequency, the value associated with the highest frequency is our mode. So here if we see, this would be our mode. Okay. And the third, now, so we know like mean and mode, they are equal. Now we will calculate the median. So I can tell you other ways of calculating median, but here the simplest way would be, we will start neutralizing the frequencies. So 1 and 1 can go, 2 and 2 can go, 3 go. So here, so that means in the middle we are left with 4 values which are like all 2000. So the central value would become like 2000 plus 2000 divided by 2. So our median would also be 2000. So as you can see, when the shape of the distribution of data is symmetrical, our mean is equal to median is equal to mode, and then this is how the curve would look like. Yeah. So in the next video we'll study about positive skewness and negative skewness. Thank you.